Glad to have you with us from Malone Stadium in Monroe, Louisiana. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the South Alabama Jaguars and the UL Monroe Warhawks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down the sideline. Holly?
I caught up with the South Alabama coach before the game. Coach said his message to the team this week is we have got to play every single game like it's a playoff game. They have done well in the conference so far, and he wants to continue that dominance. But consistency is the key. He keeps telling his team we just have to go 1-0 this week to keep that consistent approach going. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Jaguars ready to kick it away first. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The Warhawks offense will get first crack at it today. And here comes the man that makes this offense go. Last time out, a solid day in a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores. Wide receiver comes in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Walker. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Working the middle, it's complete. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Takes the handoff. It's Walker. Just smothered on the play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Right side, it's Howard. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end of season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Rush is on. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
This offense has it with really good field position. Keeps it himself. Now the toss. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option. And they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys. And we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting down on the ground.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Jaguars! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. On the run from inside his own 5. He's chased out of bounds inside the 15. They'll mark him out at his own 14-yard line. Not much on that kick return. The Louisiana Monroe offense heads out onto the field to open this drive. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Howard. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. stop him. He's got it again. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. On the run, it's Walker. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down. The Warhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Grant behind the line. It's Howard. You want to talk about right on your feet. Man, can he get through there. He's down to the 37. All right, guys, let's take a minute and talk about the Warhawks. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a 3-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition. Games are still won and lost in the trenches. I know this is just one piece, but getting this 3-star offensive lineman who's very highly recruited, that is a massive win for this head coach.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Here comes the heat.
That wasn't like a legal throw pass.
It didn't look like for a second, man. He was going to take that all away. He was going to score, broke some tackles, made the play, down inside the 5. He finally gets wrapped up. Now this offense set up with a 1st and goal situation.
They'll try to race to the edge on 1st and goal with the wide receiver. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. And the field goal unit is on the field. And this one is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Quarterback signaling to his guy. Out of the gun, the running back has it. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. After 1 quarter of play, let's take a look and see how these running backs are doing. So first down here as they go back to work. Straight ahead, it's Malone. There he goes. Enough to move the chains. Inside the 30. The 10. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. And the Jaguars will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stopped short of the goal line. Got it back on 2nd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. That, his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense
just keeps moving. He's out of bounds at his own 15-yard line, looking for running room and couldn't find much on that return. Here comes the Warhawks offense onto the field to go on the attack. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Run inside. It's Walker. Pushes ahead for one. It's 2nd and 9. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Just feeds the running back. Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. On the run, it's Walker. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. And the Warhawks will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Holly, what do you have?
Hey, guys, here on the South Alabama sideline, they are fired up for their running back. He just set a new conference record for this season for rushing yards. This sideline is electric, and they are going to continue to ride him here. He's got more work to do in this game. We'll see what he gets done here on the next drive. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Turns out it's Brown. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Quarterback changing the play. Burrowing for yardage. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. The Jaguars racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quick give.
And these 3rd downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the 3rd down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
Keep it on the ground. Nowhere to go.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the 1st down.
Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Left side is Marion. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37. The Jaguars go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Rides to the back. Inside the 25. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. He's now up to 83 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. And the Jaguars kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, South Alabama. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Pulls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Motion from the wide receiver. Drops back on first down. Oh, pressure's coming. Throws to the tight end. Comes down, it's Callahan. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. Caught behind the line. It's Walker. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4. The Warhawks come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass on 2nd down. Look out! Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up 1 on the play. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They'll try to pick up the first through the air. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And it slips just inside that right upright. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. And the Warhawks will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the return, it's Marion. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Jaguars offense ready to start this drive. They open this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Second down to the air. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Quarterback gets the first down. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. With that, he's got 101 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted The Jaguars have it with a 1st and 10. He's got it up. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Jaguars! And the beatdown has ensued.
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. After the defense just gave up a touchdown, they really need to put something together on this drive.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Sells to fake. Gonna take a shot. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Takes it the other way. The 30.
Man, teams that play cover 1 at an elite level have an elite guy in the middle of the field that he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so much ground. You watch him run, breaks on the football when he needs to, goes and makes the big interception.
Under pressure. Just got rid of that one.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The Jaguars are threatening in the red zone. Wants to throw one first. Out wide right, it's Malone. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, gonna throw it. He's got it on the move. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. And the Jaguars will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Looking for the edge. And now in the pitch, the ball's loose. Scoops it up.
It was a part of the play.
Scooped it.
It's called the fumble risky.
Touchdown, South Alabama.
And you just heard every offensive player go, oh, for a second there. How about that? The fumble deep in the defense's territory. But how about Johnny on the spot, scooping that ball up and finishing, lowering his pads, getting in the end zone. Nice break for this offense.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Hits inside, it's Walker. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Powers through the defender. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create...
Should have said the CP play when we're in position. It's always one of those that we fucking just get some play
and that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I'll tell you what, as a defense, you've got to respect it. You've got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
He's forced out of bounds bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room. Fresh set of downs going up top. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Wants to go up top on second down. They're all over him. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Drives inside. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. Might as well give it to him again.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time. Blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Second down, gonna throw it. Finds his target. Oh, he's got some space. The 30. Running inside the 20. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal.
Offense trying to go push pass on first down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
They're going to throw it on third and goal. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. From the gun. Still looking. Looking to the end zone. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. Pulls it in, it's Walker. And he picks up a first down. That's not a flag on the play, it's just lingerie on the deck after that move. Right side, it's Howard. He breaks a tackle. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few. The Warhawks can really attack on this second and short. Catch in the middle, it's Callahan. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Makes the grab on the left. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
It's caught. It's Howard. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
God damn it, man.
How about that one? on second down.
That's hot.
Wants to keep it in the air. Caught over the middle. It's Ware. Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Ball at the 31, third and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide left, it's Walker. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And the Warhawks will hustle to the line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Caught in the backfield, it's Walker. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at him. There's continual
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's open on the right. Touchdown, UL Monroe. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. And wait just a second. The official is going to take a second look at this one.
Ooh, I guess.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. We're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Tries again to get it in. Defense all over it. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready.
He's brought down. Couldn't find anybody and get rid of the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on first and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Across the 25. He's got room. Oh, a lot of space. At the 30. He's at the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Jaguars. The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Bruce, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot.
Caught, and he's got a goal. Show him a little juke, and he's up to the 30 before he stopped.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
They'll move the tight end. They give it to him again. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's fourth down.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going.
And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snapped it, he has to have it. Looking to the big tight end. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth.
Well, it's been that kind of day for the offense, and this quarterback specifically, they've had their chances. They've had opportunities throughout the course of the game to get some pitches and catches and make some explosive plays, just not able, though, to hook up. And you saw it on that fourth down play right there. They're trailing by a lot of points because those are the throws you've got to make if you're going to win games like this, and they just have not been able to get it done.
The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. They'll go to the air. Left side is Malone. Breaks into the open. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? Run in the red zone. It's Malone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.